Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney, here with Jenny.
Hey.
Because we have a very exciting announcement to make here on the channel today. And then there's a brand new pattern. You're not seeing it right now, but Love Notions has a brand new pattern, the Pianoforte, that we'll be talking about at the end of the video. So if you're just here for that, I'll leave a timestamp down here so you can skip ahead to the Pianoforte because it's a really good pattern. But we're here with a very exciting announcement, and that's what we're going to get into first. Tomcat Stitchery has released, or is releasing, a brand new class today. And it is one where a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of...
I'm not sure any blood went into it.
Oh no, definitely blood. A lot of pricking happens. There's a lot of pin pricks.
A lot of pin pricks.
Those kind of things. But this is something that kind of has become very close to our hearts. And the name of the course is Introduction to Garment Sewing. And there's kind of three main reasons why we decided that this is a good class, and hope maybe this will give you an idea if this is something that you may want to gift to someone or take for yourself. But number one, I think I've been pretty vocal here on the channel about my passion for sewing and how I find it to be just an incredible superpower. To be able to look at something in a store and not only recreate it in the colors and the fabrics that I want to create it, but also to create something that fits my body the way that I want it to fit and allows me to wear things that I can't normally buy in a store. I just think it is a wonderful superpower, and I want to share the love of it. That's the whole reason I do this channel. So getting more people interested in the hobby, more people sewing, has always been a driving force for me. Number two, every single time Jenny and I are out and people ask us what we do for a living and we go through the whole spiel, which is a little complicated sometimes trying to explain like what we do for a living. Every single time almost someone says, oh, I inherited a sewing machine from my grandmother, or oh, I've not sewn anything since home ec in 8th grade, or oh, that's something I wanted to learn next year. We get that all the time. Every single time we're talking to someone, that's a hobby that's like resurged or whatever. So those two factors led us into maybe we needed to have some sort of a beginner sewing course of some sort. And then the third reason is that Jenny is that target market.
So I learned to sew from my mom probably through a 4-H project. We know it as 8, 9, 10 years old. And I sewed a few things and then kind of put it aside for other projects that I enjoyed doing more. I sewed some stuff for my kids, like Halloween costumes, but never any garments. And I would just say to Whitney, could you make this for me? And she'd say, no, you have to make it yourself. And so that is what I did. So what you're looking at here are things that I sewed in preparation for this course. So what we did is that I would start sewing and Whitney would say, you need to do this method. And she'd teach me how to do it. We'd write that down, and that's actually covered in the class.
It really actually helped Jenny going through it because as someone that's sewn for a very long time, and I do it so much, you assume knowledge sometimes that someone that hasn't sewn for a long time doesn't know. So it was actually very helpful to go through because Jenny would be like, I don't know what understitch means. I'm like, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You don't know what understitch means. So I'm going to make note of that and make sure that I talk about that in the class. So on that, the class is step-by-step instructions for making 3 garments. There are 3 Love Notions patterns. It is the cadence, the encore skirt, and the sonata dress. But you could use other patterns. And I talk in the class about, if you want to swap patterns out, that's absolutely fine. We're just covering some basic skills that then you can carry on into all sorts of projects. They're good building blocks.
Absolutely. And what Whitney does is she walks through she's breaking down every skill for every garment. So she'll show you how to add the elastic casing onto the back of the dress or put in the zipper, and then give you options of if you don't want to do a slot zipper and you'd like to do an invisible zipper. So these are all things that are covered in this class. And I think we have 6 modules for a total of 57 lessons. And you can review those lessons as many times as you'd like. And there's a lot of supporting documentation that goes with it. We have a glossary, we have measurement guides, we have ease guides, we have pattern suggestions, we have fabric suggestions, lots and lots of material that goes with it.
Yeah. So I really wanted to not only have a class where I walked you hand through hand on how to do some 3 basic garments so that you do have something at the end of the class, a finished product, but I also walk you through how to set up your sewing space, how to read a pattern, how to pick a size, how to, not just paper patterns, but also the PDF patterns and what that looks like now, because that is at a resurgence. And a lot of people that learned to sew maybe back in 4-H or home ec, there weren't digital patterns then. So it just kind of talk you through that and how to use those as well. So this really is, if you can sew a straight line, this class is for you. So whether it is something that you've been wanting to take garment sewing, or it's maybe you have garments sewn and you're just maybe unsure, like maybe you didn't learn some of the specifics. We go through all of that in the class. And then in the last module, I even talk about how you can take what you've learned and expand onto more complex projects that will hopefully set you up for following along a lot more on the channel, as well as some of our, not advanced, but more of our other project-based courses that we also offer on the Tomcat Stitchery.
Think about it as giving yourself the confidence, the foundational skills, and then building upon that to do the button-up shirt class, for example.
Yeah.
Also, this class is perfect for your friend who keeps on saying, hey, sew me this. You can gift this class to your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And you can be like, let's do it together. And then you've made a sewing friend. And your friend has gotten this bug, and now you have someone to compare notes with, troubleshoot with. It's a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun watching Jenni catch the bug, to be honest.
I have a stack of fabric already, guys. It's waiting to be cut. It
goes quick, and I know all of you know exactly what that's like, of getting that beginning bug. It's really fun to watch someone explore that for the first time and have that pop up. So,
and don't worry, I'm not putting Whitney out of a job anytime soon.
So on that note, we're putting this class for sale for the next week. We're kind of beating the Black Friday rush so that, we don't get lost in the jumble. Perfect if you've got a New Year's resolution as well. But we've got the class on sale starting today, November 19th, 2024. And the sale is going all the way through next Tuesday, which is the 26th, 2024. And 20% off, but you have to use the code, I'm going to put it right here, IGS, which stands for Introduction to Garment Sewing, 20 TKS. And that is going to give you the 20% off this class. Although, if you're watching this on the 19th, our vouchers are still on sale for 20% off. So if you want to get someone a voucher for this class, you can get it at that 20% off price, but only through the end of today do these crossover. So you can still get the class for 20% off, but not the voucher for 20% off. So just keeping that in mind if that is something you're thinking about for Christmas.
So we are so excited to see you in the class. Thanks for everyone who's sent out these great supportive comments to us about making these classes and getting them to you. And yeah, this feels like a really great weight lifted off of our shoulder right before the holidays.
Yep. Okay. So shop the sale.
Shop the sale.
Take a look at the class. If nothing else, go take a look at the landing page. Jenni has done a really nice job of lining out. If you want to read more about the class and what it entails, there's some FAQs there too to answer some questions, and that is all linked in the description box below if you want to go over to the website. Or you can just head to the website, tomcatstitchery.com, and hit shop classes, and you can go take a look and read more about it. So
any questions, just drop them in the comments below or hit the contact button on the website and we will answer those.
Okay. We're going to switch this over and we're going to talk about the Pianoforte. Okay, so like I mentioned, Love Notions has a new pattern today, and it is a really fantastic, easy palette cleanser, I would say. This is the new Love Notions Pianoforte, I think they're calling it Jumper, but it's basically a pinafore dress. And Jenni sewed this.
I did. So this is a great dress for beginners because Love Notions does a great job with their instructions, but it also follows along some of the similar lines of the Encore skirt.
As well as the cadence. So the all-in-one facing is a lesson in the cadence module as well.
Yeah, so we pulled those two things from the class and I was able to sew this. So we are sewing this out of a very heavy wool. So Whitney's going to be really nice and toasty.
I really feel like we have a holiday market that happens at Christmas time around here. I'm not going to need a coat on, I don't think.
I don't think so.
It's a very heavy wool. So the fabric that I use for this, well, let's talk about the pattern a little bit. Comes in the regular size range. It has a full bust front and a standard bust front. I made the, Jenni made, it's to fit me though. It is the medium with the full bust front, which is the normal size that I make normally. And that's what Jenni sewed up.
I followed the instructions.
She did. Yeah, all the procedures. It comes with two different views. It comes with a plain front view or this really cute zipper front view. And we decided to do the zipper front view. These really cool integrated pockets, which as Jenni said, are just like the pockets on the encore skirt. It's a very similar construction and really, really cute. So easy to throw on over all sorts of different layers. In fact, I have visions of other types of shirts I want to make to go underneath this. But we did this heavyweight wool just because it's such a cool fabric. This is a wool from the New Craft House, and that is a shop in the UK. They do a ton of like overstock and yeah, is that what I want to say? Overstock or
dead stock.
Dead stock, thank you. Dead stock fabrics. So this is no longer available. It hasn't been for a very long time. I will link their wool section though. It is absolutely worth just trolling them every now and again and see what pops up. But I grabbed this when I became an affiliate for them just to try out some of their stuff. And I was going to do a short crop jacket, but when this pattern popped up, I asked Jenni, I was like, what should we make this out of? And we were going through some of the stash and she was like, it needs to be the snake print.
Well, we talked a little bit about kind of dressing it up for the holidays and things like that. Mm-hmm. And this was kind of just a departure from what you might see a denim or a corduroy version. Which is
a great option. And a lot of people, you know, cotton twill, your corduroys, your denims. This would be really cute in a faux leather.
Oh, yeah.
Or a real, faux, because it's not lined. You could line it though. You could just cut things double. It would still go together the same way with the facing. It's just you would use lining pieces instead of facing. But it'd be super cool in a leather. Yeah. Or a faux leather.
Sure.
But I was even thinking maybe the version that doesn't have the zipper, it'd be really cool in a something sparkly for New Year's Eve maybe. Because it'd be super comfortable. But, you know, if you could even shorten it a little bit if you wanted to make it a little bit sexier. I mean, I know it's a jumper dress and that's not really...
Well, there's two lengths to it, isn't there? You made the shorter length?
No, there's just one length.
Okay.
Yeah. But I did shorten it 2 inches, which is not uncommon for me with Love Notions patterns. That's the only adjustment that I made to the pattern though, was shortening it 2 inches. Yeah, Jenni put in, well, because the fabric was so thick, we had to use a cotton lawn for the facing on the inside, but it has a facing to finish off the front and the armholes. It's just a really lovely, and I'm trying to zip up thread into the zipper. Just a really, like I said, beginner friendly, great palette cleanser. And how fun to wear over the cooler months. You can layer over it, you can layer under it, however you want to wear it.
I could see you with the tights and boots on, just on one of our warmer winter evenings.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
And a jaunty scarf.
Oh, a jaunty scarf, yes. Turtlenecks, button-up shirts. I mean, you really can put whatever you want underneath this.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is on release sale right now. And I'm not going to say the price because I can never remember exactly what the price comes out to be when they do their release sales. But it is on release sale and you can get an additional 10% off with my code, which is 10TK Stitchery. And that gets you an extra 10% off that sale price. So now is a great time to grab it. And God, this would be a really cute Christmas gift even if you had a loved one that you wanted to sew for because it's not as, it's not fitted. So picking sizes, if you generally know someone's size, it's very forgiving. Just a really, really, really cute dress. It's got princess seams in the front, which is how the pockets get put in. Solid back. Well, there's a seam, but it is, there aren't princess seams back here. Just a really cute, fun palette cleanser.
And it was quick, like, because even as a beginner, I sewed this up in a day.
Like an afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah. Once it got cut out, I was rolling on it and it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
See, she's been bitten by the bug. I told you.
I got to the point where it was the end of the day and then I said, well, one of us has to go make dinner. Well, both we did. But I was like, I just need to finish this one more part.
I said, welcome to the sickness that is sewing.
Yes,
it is.
yes.
It's a good sickness to have.
So go check out this pattern over at Love Notions. Use the code TK Stitchery or 10 TK Stitchery.
Yeah.
And then, pop on over to our website, tomcatstitchery.com. Take a look at the classes. If you haven't grabbed the free stuff there, you're going to want to poke around and grab some of our freebies that we have. And just let us know if you have any questions in the comments or hit that contact button and we will get back to you.
Absolutely. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll be back again on Friday. Have a good one.
Bye.